In one of the wildest playoff series in recent memory, at least the first two games, the Florida Panthers defeat the Carolina Hurricanes on the road, 2-1 final score in overtime, and now they go down to Florida with a 2-0 series lead. But what was even crazier was what happened in game one. On Thursday night, or excuse me, I should say Friday morning, the Panthers outlasted the Hurricanes. Final score 3-2 in not one, two, three, try four overtimes. This game was insane. And it was again Matthew Tkachuk who was the hero, hitting the game winning goal in games one and game two. Matthew Tkachuk became the second player in NHL history to score the overtime winner on the road in each of the first two games of a playoff series since Maurice Richard in the 1951 semifinals at Detroit. But what made that game one 4 overtime loss even more devastating for the Carolina Hurricanes was that Tkachuk scored with less than 15 seconds left in that fourth overtime. Otherwise, it would have went into a fifth overtime, but it was the fourth overtime in conference finals since the 1951 semifinals when the Canadiens beat the Red Wings 3-2. These guys played a total of 2 games plus an overtime period. I watched it to the very end. The game ended at 2 a.m., and despite that, it's only the 6th longest game in NHL playoff history. The game was so long, the Florida Panthers on their Twitter account actually issued lateness, tardiness, no showing up for work pass to anyone to present to their boss or employer. And it was historic because Sergei Bobrowski had his second straight game of 50-plus saves, something that's happened in the NHL playoffs only 3 times in the last 67 years. That's insane and historic. And Matthew Tkachuk, not only just being the hero for the Florida Panthers, also sets the franchise record for most points in a single playoff year. And we still have more games to go. This guy, Tkachuk, though, he's real deal. His highlights, beautiful. And Bobrowski also has 14 playoff wins, the most in Panthers franchise history. Despite game 2 going into overtime, Tkachuk hit the winning goal with under 2 minutes in the opening of the overtime quarter. I believe it was like under 1 minute and 30 seconds, if I'm correct. But yeah, as much as I like the Golden Knights taking on the Stars, this is the series to watch. So check it out. You won't be disappointed. Facts.